What's up, guys? Welcome to Man About Cake. I'm your host, Joshua John Russell, and today we're making Brandon's wedding cake. I'm gonna build a 5-tiered vanilla cake filled with toasted marshmallow buttercream and a caramel drizzle and make the whole thing look like a giant aspen tree. It's gonna be awesome. Let's do it! I'm gonna start by breaking down 4 10-inch rounds. This actually is a new recipe because I have a new show on Blueprint. And from the show, there was an episode where we did an all-natural cake. So everything in this is chemical-free. James, who's that guy?
That's Mike. Say hi, Mike.
What's up, Mike?
Hello.
So,
Yeah, Mike's filling in for Brandon since Brandon's off.
so
to the
Tommy's
wedding.
up there,
Yeah.
filling in for Brandon. Mike's filling in for Tommy. But, so who's gonna be Brandon? Somebody's gotta be snarky.
Tommy, do you want to try and be Brandon?
Sure, I can try to be Brandon.
No, that was not Brandon at all.
How would
Answer
Brandon
that question
say that?
again. Tommy, do you wanna be Brandon?
No.
He's Brandon.
You're Brandon. Who wants to taste garbage cake?
Send it.
What do you call it? It was like a fish. That was weird. Okay, I'm gonna clean up my crumbs and then we'll get this guy filled. Okay, we're gonna fill this with toasted marshmallow buttercream and caramel drizzle. If you guys have not seen this recipe before, we'll put a link in the description box for the 4th of July episode I did where I made this on camera. It's delicious. Okay, because the way this cake bakes, it shrinks up from the pan a little bit, I have a good enough space in between the cake and the board. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my crumb coat and not even worry about trimming the sides.
Since Brandon couldn't be here, I sent him a questionnaire for him to answer about the wedding and everything,
Oh, cool.
and him and Anahita's relationship. Do you know how they met?
Do like a mutual friend, right? No?
He says, Anahita and I met on Tinder. She reached out first, believe it or not. I don't believe it. Her question was, so what's this job you love so much? And it was he had just started on this show.
Really?
Yeah,
No,
that's pretty sweet.
that's very sweet.
That's very un-Brandon-like.
Something he wouldn't tell us what really matters. Let's get this baby in the cooler and then we'll do our final coat. My cake wraps are good. My cake wraps be popping.
You could be a player hater, but you could never stop him.
Guys, I hate rap.
Brandon, there you are. Now we're gonna make some aspen leaves for our cake that are gonna kind of wrap around. So aspen leaves, to me, look heart-shaped anyways. So I talked to Brandon and Anahita and said I wanted to use a heart cutter, and they thought it was a really cool idea. So we're gonna use the heart cutter and turn it into an aspen leaf. So I'm gonna roll some of this gum paste with some cornstarch, and I'm actually gonna cut out 2 and sandwich them together. So normally what I would do if I was gonna wire something is I would roll it over one of those cell boards that has like the little divot, and then you insert the wire into the divot. But Woman About Cake, my culinary producer, Miss Lisa Herrera, taught me this technique, and I thought, wow, that's really cool. So I wanna show it to you guys. So you can learn something new every day. 1, 2. We're gonna put one down on our veinner. Then we'll put a little bit of glaze on our wire. Lay the other one on top. Then, vein it! Oh, I did it upside down. I just made a heart. It's supposed to be. Hold on, I got faced. Rewind that. Now we're gonna do it the right way. It goes like this. Wire and the glaze. It goes in the crack of the heart. Leaf. So now I leave this to dry over some crumpled up foil or a piece of my bed so it has a little bit of life, and I'm gonna make a ton of these. Now I have all my leaves and they're dry, so we're gonna wire them together in sprays, and then I'll spray paint, airbrush the whole thing gold. I guess you could spray paint.
Yeah, it's not. That's
Not with real spray paint. Okay, so I've got a little bit of floral tape here. This is the stuff that you have to kind of stretch to activate the glue. I'm gonna start with one. I'll twist around and push up. And then we'll add another one, a little bit to lower. Now at this point, it's easier just to turn it upside down and do it like this.
Do you know how their first date went?
Oh no, tell me. Was Brandon salty and she was like, I don't like you anymore?
This is Brandon saying it, so he said, we went to have cocktails at the Horseshoe Lounge. She remembers that I was wearing really beat up shoes. For some reason, all I had on me that day was my Amex card. They didn't accept Amex, so Anahita ended up paying. I still haven't heard the end of that.
Oh no, that's actually perfect. All right, last one here. Beautiful. Now we're gonna airbrush this baby gold. We're gonna cover the cake panel style with white fondant. I'm gonna do the top first.
Hate panel.
That was a good Brandon.
He's being Brandon. So Joshua, who do you think is going to be the one who gets their face shown in the bonus video after?
I don't know, who's doing it?
I know the answer, but I can't tell.
You can't even tell me?
Nope. You'll have to click on the video and see.
So James and I are gonna shoot a bonus video at the wedding of me setting up the cake, hanging out with guests, maybe interview some guests.
Yeah.
We don't know, we'll see. But one of the boys is gonna show their face and they won't tell me which one. And I won't know because I see them, they're not blurred in real life. So I won't know until the video. So the video's down there. Let's all go watch it and find out who it is.
Find out who you finally get to see.
All right, now I'm gonna roll my side panel. All right, I'm just gonna mark it. So the top of this, I'm going to leave open like this, but I want to take some of it off. So I'm actually going to tear it.
What?
I know, it sounds crazy, but it's gonna look really cool. All right, now we're gonna give it a little bit of life. So some of these pieces, I'm gonna cut, sort of roll back. Some of it I'll just tuck back. So I'm gonna do some texture on this tier to make it look like an aspen tree, but the first thing I'm gonna do is carve a heart and then put a B plus A. Oh, Brandon plus Anahita.
No, yeah, I knew who it was.
Yeah. I'm gonna use a large heart cutter to start my carving. Now I'm gonna use my sugar shaper to widen it just a bit. I'm gonna start by making some ridges that poke out. I'll take my sugar shaper and make a line, and then a line underneath that, sort of carving out this little trough. And I'll take my ball tool and widen it a little bit. And then the larger part to widen it even further, use my finger. We'll do a few more of those. All right, now I'm gonna rough the whole cake up with the Dresden tool. Now we're gonna dig some knots into this thing. So I'm gonna start with my ball tool. I'm just gonna carve in. You've kind of got these little areas that pull out. So now we're gonna paint this guy. Most of these little divots are what is painted, and then they kind of have little spots all over them, aspen trees do. It's not completely black, so I have like an array of colors here from like a taupe all the way to like a dark charcoal. I'm just gonna kind of play around with some confectioner's glaze, see what looks best. All right, I'm gonna finish painting this, and then we're gonna take all of our tiers and our leaves up to the venue, set this guy up. I'm gonna stack the tiers together and then put all of my gold leaves on. The cake is all set up and I think they're going to love it. Remember guys, you guys can meet one of the boys. There's a bonus video right down there. I'm gonna get a drink because it's time to party. Bye.
Every time I do it, they take pictures of my cake. Oh, I'm gonna color the cake and it's gonna be pink, yo.
You could have just said yellow. Welcome back. I'm your host, Joshua Jonas. So now we're gonna make some aspen leaves for the tree. Tree? It is a tree cake.
Get yourself some more fondant, roll it on the table,
Roll it on
put
the
it on
table.
the side of the cake.
Forget about it.